Yes, greetings. This is I. A friend of mine asked me for a card reading, so I thought it was just a perfect timing because I received this new card from my beloved, and it is the Osho Sen Tarot. You see, I'm still familiarizing myself with it, and yeah, I still need to check out the instruction book, but as far as I'm concerned, I do my best to read the cards and listen to my intuition, like connect with my guides still, So I give thanks, and let's see how it will proceed. So, a reading for a friend, which I'm not gonna mention any further details, for privacy reasons, you know. Mm, Let me shuffle the cards. Also busy on working on Mix 3, so a little plug-in right here, coming soon. Mix Volume 3. You hearing the beats now. Shuffle, shuffle. Oh, that one jumped. Oh, exactly 3 cards. Whoa. That's what we have. Guidance, politics, new vision. And I would place this one as this middle card being the current situation, and this would be the advice. Oh, no, no, no. This is the action that must be taken, or this is something that must be sought off. You know, so seek out for this guidance, and eventually it will lead to new visions. But to check out the card further, hmm. Yes, I would say regarding this friend that at the moment perhaps you may find difficult to trust. That's what I get now. Like trusting new surrounding, trusting new situation, or trusting sudden changes that comes in. Every time you see a shift happens, as we say. So at this moment, perhaps you are also showing a facade which doesn't really corresponds with your emotions. So you may be smiling to some people that you actually finds unworthy of your smiles, as I would say. There are some feelings that must be dealt with still. So perhaps that feeling of mistrust is lingering at this moment, and yeah, it's hard to keep appearance, especially if one is currently trying to find balance when it comes to like home situation, emotional situations, and like I said, sudden changes on regarding events could be overwhelming sometimes, and now it's trying to yeah, there's been an attempt to like do a campaigning, like convincing new people or something like that, or trying to further push an agenda, and really wanting to prove the efficiency, and yeah, the motivation why the idea was conceived in the first place, so I would say there's nothing wrong with showing your real face, if you have some disagreement with someone, or concerning a certain situation, then I would say that to hide, for with plastic smile. I remember one Black Uhuru song, don't show I no teeth, plastic smile can't work. See. So, campaign, campaigning, trying to push agenda still. And whether that is for positive purposes, just, yeah, like politics, don't make promises that yourself you may not be able to fulfill, you see. And yeah, try to quiet yourself, I would say. Sometimes to seek guidance outside is the most um, yeah, what's more wished for, you know to gain immediate comfort when it comes to inquiries of the heart as well as the mind. So I would suggest, and yeah, it's also the guides is telling like guidance shouldn't be seeked when one is truly in need of guidance, and would open itself and welcome it wholeheartedly. Guidance is automatic, at least from my experience, it is so. Just when you are not really eager to stress yourself out on seeking things which is mostly just in front of your nose still, so yes, I would say yeah, when it comes to plain activities, like work, or other endeavors, it's like it's best to just let it pass, let it happen, as it comes without really stressing or on yeah not stressing. I mean like on worrying whether it's not assistance would be provided, especially when it's mostly needed. So take a flight. You know, let your spirit wander. You know, let your spirit be able to roam around. You know, like I would yeah one tip I would give would be you know to really do a personal personal yeah I mean pardon me like my tip would be before sleeping at night to do you know like an affirmation, a personal affirmation to self, like you know like quieting the mind by letting go of that worried feeling. You know, you would get your answer, you know, like on dreams too. And most of the time it works for me, like when I really want to have some guidance, you know, like through dreams. I invoke personal prayer, you know, so that I may be more open to dream, you know, before going to bed. And yeah, perhaps I won't really remember details once I wake up, but I do trust that once you wake up, you'd be more clear, you know, when you set your mind on getting answers via dreams when you go to sleep, you know. And like I said, you may not remember a dream, you know, once you wake up, but clearly every time one wakes up from sleep, you know, you open your eyes and the old vision of yesterday is gone, you know, because then you open your eyes to new vision, you know, whether you take it literally, spiritually, or just plain metaphoric. Every time one wakes up from sleep, automatically yes a new vision, you know, if you could accept that, you know, new vision comes every time. And one thing which we are not really good of letting go is yeah keep looking on things which already had passed or already was already happened, you know. We just need to like see through things, see through it, you know. One cannabis yeah verse I do love is yeah, we could see through future, but we should also enable ourselves to see past through it, you know. So that's the message from Osho Centaur. I would pull some extra cards, and this time I'll use the Crowley deck. I use various card decks, you know, like and personally I did came up with some spreads, you know, like I find it useful in and clearing every time I do it for myself. So yes. Oh, one thing I love using various decks of cards is like no matter what card I pull in the beginning, it always does corresponds with the next cards that I pull. And as I was saying already a while ago, same position. Magician on the middle, on top of the politics. Worry, above guidance, and the Knights of Sword, new vision. So to connect this card is yes that speaking of that agenda you have the one that I was talking about a while ago when I mentioned. You see, you are fully capable of achieving things. Like pushing that agenda. And really getting good results from it. So yeah, trust your capabilities. Yeah, I would say like like politicians, like a magician could also be if I may use the term sneaky. You know what I mean? Like they don't really reveal uh, their true manners when it comes to dealing on certain things. So they must keep appearance, or else it would be more difficult to convince people regarding your purest and most truthful self. You see, and yeah, as I was saying, guidance would come. So do not worry. And yeah, if I see the disc which corresponds to the suits of pentacles, it's yeah, it's mostly earthly, I would say. you know you are worrying on things which is temporary, as I would say. In the earthly planes, material things is not infinite. So worry may come, and it may begin one moment, and a beginning, like always has an end. And it's really up to us to have like a filtered eye, when looking and putting things in contrast with the good and bad, and negative positive still. In the end, it's like only the worry feeling remains, and it's just a hinder, you know on the progress that you are on the way of achieving anyway. So for me, always when I see pentacles, I always base it as earthly, and it always like recycling. It always like process itself, reprocess itself, so every time. Yeah. I was saying, take a flight. You know, it's like charging. When I say charging, like going at it. on an earthly, when I say earthly, like like materialistic way of thinking and reasoning would only hold us down when we could always take a higher flight onto our most highest intuition and would mostly soar, I guess take a flight would be intimidating, perhaps. Not birds. And when I use the term flight, I mean to really try to pull yourself up every time, you know. And yeah, you are well equipped and well motivated on pursuing your goal, but just remember when you do take that flight, try not to fly so high, you know, and try to level down still, I mean level flight with the yeah, just like the three birds, that you see on the card, you know. A level flight with is an easier and more comfortable reach one's destination. Still, you won't forget anything while you are on the way, and there's less chance of missing something, you know. So with that new vision, you could propel yourself and really get at it. Yeah. Speaking of earthly plane, I also now this is oh yeah, card that I learned how yeah this card that I started learning oracle card reading with, and this is the yeah, just the plain traditional Rider Waite tarot deck, and I now use this to have to view I would say yeah, to view the earthly plane. Yeah. Let's see what we look at. It's a moon. Okay. I would say if there's perhaps some tension building up, you know, uh, coming from your surrounding at this moment, um, I feel like people who are the ones who yeah, people in your surrounding who mostly are the ones who have something to say every time um, you do something or you venture on something, people who would normally have criticism, is being silent at the moment, silent, and yeah, from this situation, it's just not really comfortable. That silence is good, but when you're used to certain yeah, when you're used dealing with certain people in certain ways, like those who mostly talk much suddenly becomes quiet. It's always something you know which gets one interested on things, or curious. So, you know and yeah, I also get that message of like, try to go beyond your own comfort zone, you know and if people who does comes with negative criticisms are not coming, and and perhaps that silence is really yeah, not comfortable, then just let it be. you know so just do your thing, and perhaps soon, before you know it, they'll be coming to you again, and would talk again, like, and would finally come out and let their ideas be heard, or their opinions regarding their dealings with you. you know so and yeah, if that silence concerning situations and people who, or which are mostly are always present, or you're used to having, I mean, like, in a way that push you further also to do your uh, very best dealing with your things. So if they're not there, perhaps you could be that critic to yourself this time. People who loves having gossip, you know against you, and now being silent, you know you may it's yeah, you may miss them, but you see, it's like, yeah, why don't you go battle yourself? I mean, like, no, 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 wait, no. Yeah, guide says, no, no, no. I would say, like, just enjoy the silence. you know it, it- Having no battles at all is not at all bad. You see, don't go seek out yeah, disagreements with those who's, yeah, like what I said, who those who's normally the fastest to come to you and criticize you on your thing, like on how you do your things, how you handle your business. You see, it's like, don't no, but yeah, don't even think of instigating or challenging them, yeah, battle yourself instead of like looking out for a battle somewhere out there. And that's yeah, also yeah, by doing that's also a good manner on yeah, this is what I wanted to like correct a while ago, like on uh, having less uh, time to go criticize yourself further. you know you should motivate yourself, not criticize yourself. Let other people criticize that. You cannot criticize yourself, you could only like improve yourself once you admit things that like perhaps could need of some check of some changes and improvements. Like you slap yourself with it, and by that it emotion would pass, and the feeling would go, like proceed in a more ease manner, you see. So low vibes won't be stuck, you see. Yes, it's good of you to still yeah, be concerned about those people, and also regarding situation that you already actually left a long time ago. Like you've already like you already managed to find a new path, and out of your kindness you are willing to still hold the place for them in your life, for them or for situations, like if it's yeah, if it's really if its purpose is really to be a part of your life and your journey, then eventually it would find its way or their way to the path you are treading at, you know so just proceed with what you must do, and yeah, whoever's with you would follow, without the need of convincing, whether good things, or I mean, like whether there's some bad things that happened in the past concerning certain situation, or regarding certain people, then yeah, they would come to you when you really yeah, when they really are when their purpose is really to be with you on your chosen path, you know. And yes, let go of that yeah, conspiracy theory, if I would describe it, if I may describe it as so. Like no one is conspiring against you, and the only thing that's in conspiracy would be you and your yeah, ego. Be best friends with your ego, man. Yeah, I take my egos to dinner to see cinemas, and when it feels like it. So be kind to your ego also, so it would be kind enough not to influence you when dealing on certain situations, and you know what I mean. Don't go against the grain. So, and now to conclude, of course, we will also consult the Ascended Masters or something already fell. Two cards fell. That would be a surprise later. Two cards fell, so I would be taking that as that higher motivational message. And as for this card that I'm gonna pull right now, it would be your higher advice. That's the card. Let's see. Ah, hey. Oh, cool. Cool. Speaking of journeys, follow your heart and retreat into nature. Gonna need some grounding, my friend. You know, and like what I've already explained based on what I've received from this cards, you know, direct answer, direct advice. Follow your heart and ground yourself more, you know, and not to worry because the guy that, oh yeah, yeah. You see, I told you. Remember what I've been saying with the agenda. You see, you see, direct, straight up advice. You know, don't keep that confidence locked up inside for long time. You know, it must come out too. You see, let yeah, that though insecurities go out without no struggle, but when it comes to confidence, then it must be also doable. You know, if you could like project insecurities out, then one must be also capable of projecting self-confidence later on, you know, when things smooth smoothen out, or when things take shifts, you know, when when shift happens. And you know, like perhaps like a good um, distraction to keep your mind off things would be you know, like you know, work something on your you know, like your outer appearance still. You know, uh, keeping up the appearance, you know, like you know, like show, come out closet. Yeah, I was saying like I was a bit hesitating on saying this, but perhaps like do some shoppings, like buy some new clothes, some new gears, like things that would really make your outer appearance, you know, attractive again, at least for your own sake, still. Yeah, that's and yeah, like the card it says too, like drink more water, and by retreating to nature, and yeah, it is cold here, and sometimes it's difficult for one to break a sweat, but yeah, that's perhaps like you could do like some trainings, like something that will help you boost your physical endurance, and like I mean, um, yeah, everybody be doing yoga and things like that, like meditation. Yeah, okay, it's good to do it, and yeah, it's nice that yeah, like a lot of people has been really on it. But I would say sporting, doing some standard sports, like perhaps something martial arts, or yeah, football is so overrated, so I would not but I mean, like something that's sporting activities would also like do good, like drink more water so you could sweat it out. You see, and that's what I would say, so that's it. That's your reading, my friend. Any other cards to pull? Yeah. So hope it helps you get some insights, and some motivations further, and keep up the good work. I would pull one card for you. These are from my guides. So from me to you, yeah, I would like to give this to you. Okay, so peace out, man. Should I say peace in? Just do your thing, and don't forget, I am Merlin. You see. Ah, Knights of Swords is here. So fly Arthur or Arthuress. Yeah, I'm not giving out any details about you. See. So to all the Arthurs and Arthresses, I am your Merlin. What up? Peace.